Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making my predictions for the 2021 edition of AEW's Double or Nothing. We'll see if the 9 matches that are currently listed on the card will live up to the production that AEW has had in pay-per-views in the past, and hopefully this time around we won't be talking about a blunder at the end. So now I'll get right into my predictions for Double or Nothing. Match number 1 is for the AEW World Tag Team titles, where we'll see the Young Bucks putting their belt on the line against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. The feeling for me for this match is that realistically this could go either way. I could see a path where the Young Bucks retain the titles, and I could see a path where Moxley and Kingston take the tag team titles away from the Bucks. But for me, something just feels off about this. It feels like Moxley and Kingston shouldn't be here this early. I don't know if it's the ending of Revolution where we were all building up that big explosion at the end that was supposed to more than likely, I think, take these two out for a decent chunk of time. But then with the botched explosion or whatever they were trying to pass off that they were going for here, that maybe that's the reason it feels like to me that Kingston and Moxley shouldn't be here right now and having this tag team title thing. They should have been out for a decent chunk and then been here. But as it currently sits, I believe in this match the Young Bucks will retain the World Tag Team titles. With the way it seems to me how the original Elite are being built up, with now bringing in Gallows and Anderson, basically a light version of the Bullet Club right now because they don't have all the members obviously, that I think the Bucks can keep the tag team titles, especially after they got shoejacked on Wednesday night. And I believe the ending of this match will just have Moxley and Kingston still looking like they just got gypped here, so then we'll have another match with them and the Bucks down the road. So now on to match number 2. This will be a normal singles match where we'll see Hangman Adam Page taking on Brian Cage. In this match, I believe that the run for Hangman to the world title fully takes flight here and begins with a win against Brian Cage. I think most people believe that Hangman will be the next AEW World Champion, and him beating Brian Cage here was put another step in his ladder to ascend towards the world title, to where he's beaten former title competitors in the past, people who've challenged for the world title, and then maybe he starts beating a few former AEW World Champions on his way to his title match against whoever the world champion would be at the time. So now we'll move on to match number 3. And match number 3 is for the TNT title, where we'll see Miro putting the belt on the line against Lance Archer. Now first of all, I know there's the TNT title match this Friday night on the Late Night Dynamite where Miro puts the belt on the line against Dante Martin, but I fully believe, like most people, that Miro will retain the title to set up this match for Sunday. And I think in this match there's a huge possibility that we may end in a double countout somehow, because I don't think Miro's going to lose the title here, and I don't think Lance Archer should probably just take like a normal loss. So maybe a double countout happens, but if we were to get one decisive winner here, I believe Miro retains the TNT title. I just think with Miro ending Darby Allin's long TNT title reign, that it doesn't seem like to be a possibility that he would just lose the title after 2 defenses or 2 title matches. And I think they're really going to start pushing home the fact that Miro's this unstoppable beast, and his run starts on Sunday at Double or Nothing. So now on to our next match. And this will be, I guess, our country collision match where we have Cody Rhodes taking on Anthony Ogogo. Now in this match, I could see it where it's just a standard like, hey, Cody's going against this guy that's done something bad to him and he's going to try to get the win and get rid of him basically like he's had in the past. And I can also see a possibility where Anthony Ogogo beats Cody here and rids him from AEW for a decent amount of time. Like, this may sound familiar in our in the last prediction video, but again, I'm not a doctor here, but I don't know when Cody's child's due or anything, so he may be going away for a decent amount of time to go do with that, and this could be a way to help someone out that Cody's gone because of me, and this would help out the factory to be looked at as better than they currently are right now. So I believe when this match is over that Anthony Ogogo will defeat Cody Rhodes. It just seems to me that people inside AEW and the way he's been portrayed in the past few weeks and the full run up into this match, that they believe Anthony Ogogo can be something, and this would be the first step in him becoming something where he takes Cody down and wins and maybe sends Cody off for a long time. So now on to match number 5. And this will be our Casino Battle Royal for a future chance at the AEW World title. And the current listed participants in the match are Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Pentagon, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, Preston Vance, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Camarado, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and a few people still to be announced. To me, I feel like this comes down to 4 people: Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, Pentagon, and Powerhouse Hobbs. And I think the winner will be Christian Cage. It just seems to me that a Christian Cage AEW World Championship match could be used as a selling point for one of the shows coming up, or fans will be let back in when AEW goes back on the road again, and they can spend the time until those shows happen just building up the match of Christian Cage going for the world title one more time. So now we'll move on to match number 6 of the evening. Now this will be a tag team match where we'll see Sting and Darby Allin taking on Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Now this match, I fully see it probably going a different way than most people, but I think Scorpio Sky and All Ego Ethan Page will defeat Sting and Darby Allin here. I just think with Darby Allin getting chucked down a flight of stairs on Dynamite, and this being Sting's first time back in front of a live crowd, not being a cinematic match, that they can use those to where that's the reason why Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky will get the win here to tell most people, but in Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky's mind, they just won because they're better than everyone else. And maybe this would lead to Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky going for the tag team titles, or them starting to butt heads going for either the TNT Championship or a run for the AEW World title. And who knows, with this partnership from Impact, maybe an X Division champion may show up. So now on to match number 7 of the evening. And this will be for the AEW Women's World Championship, where we'll see Hikaru Shida defending the title against Britt Baker. Now, I feel like in this match, most of us believe this is going to happen, and I'm fully in on it too, that Shida's reign will come to an end and Britt Baker will become the new AEW Women's World Champion. I just think what is left for Shida to do as the Women's World Champion? She's kind of done everything and been through most of the competitors, and if she would somehow beat Britt Baker here, I don't know where the next step would be. She's had the title for over a year, and if Britt Baker were to win the title, this sets up a whole bunch of new paths for that Women's Championship to go down, especially now with Thunder Rosa climbing up the rankings and being just slightly behind Britt Baker. Maybe they renew that rivalry one more time. So now on to our co-main event of the evening. And that'll be a triple threat match for the AEW World Championship, where Kenny Omega will defend his title against Orange Cassidy and Pac. Now to me, I understand why this is a triple threat, maybe put some more doubt in mind, but when this is all said and done, I believe Kenny Omega will retain the AEW World Championship. I just don't see Kenny's world title reign coming to an end right now, and especially in a triple threat, I can maybe see them being like, okay, Kenny doesn't get pinned to lose the title, but with him being a world champion seemingly in every company except WWE right now, I think he would keep the AEW Championship for a long time, until we start seeing cracks in the armor in other promotions to where those world titles start going away. I believe the AEW World Championship may be the last one left for Kenny Omega when this whole belt collector run is over. So now on to our main event of the evening. And this will be a Stadium Stampede match where we'll see the Pinnacle take on the Inner Circle. And if the Inner Circle loses, they must disband forever. Now this match to me feels like it can be a choose your own adventure book on how the ending could go. We have the Inner Circle lose because Chris Jericho's injured, and that's the reason that the team disbands, and then we have Chris Jericho going on a wild hunt to go through the Pinnacle, trying to get the Inner Circle reinstated to be a team somehow, some way, in the year plus probably to follow. There'll be step 2, where the Inner Circle gets their revenge. MJF gets tossed off something huge, Inner Circle wins, they stay as a team, and then we keep going on status quo in AEW. But I think that the Inner Circle will somehow, some way win this match and stay together and beat the Pinnacle in the Stadium Stampede. To me, if the Inner Circle were to lose, I don't know what happens to Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. I can see where Santana and Ortiz go back being the great tag team they were, just running for the tag titles. And then I can see Sammy Guevara kind of being in that TNT title mix with future hopes of getting down for the AEW World Championship. But I think just the group as a whole would be a lot better suited to stay together for a longer time. I feel like the ending of this match, if the Inner Circle are to win and stay together, could be that MJF has Chris Jericho cornered seemingly to us, and it looks like it's going to be a replay of Blood and Guts where Jericho's about to get demolished again at the hands of MJF, especially with us knowing that his arm's screwed up with his JJ Watt bionic arm brace he was wearing. That when MJF goes to do something, Sammy Guevara comes out of nowhere to save the day and get the win for the team a year later after he was the one to get pinned in this same match. And this way now, with Jericho being hurt, it looks like, and being potentially out for some part of time when he has to get his arm checked out, but now Sammy Guevara looks like a viable leader for the Inner Circle now in the interim here where Jericho would be gone. So where now Guevara could be the face that runs the Inner Circle and maybe becomes a world champion in the future for AEW. So that'll do it for my predictions for the 2021 edition of AEW Double or Nothing. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And as always, Thanks for watching.